Hello everybody, HectiX here, and welcome back to Gravel. Now in the last segment we took care of episode 9, Around the Pacific. So this episode, it's going to be actually quite a little bit of a lengthy one. We got 15 stars here. So we've got, let's see, a lap race, checkpoint race, an elimination, another smash up, and a championship. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode, considering the championship is here. If not, I don't think it would take too long to finish this. But anyway, let's get into this lap race. So, now I do believe we have pretty much used everything here, except for the Vitara, I do believe. As well as this Porsche here. Because we have used that, the electric vehicle, that sounded weird. Sounded like a vacuum if I remember correctly. So we've got the Porsche and the Vitara, because we have used everything else, I think. I could be wrong. Actually, who knows. You know what, I'm going to go with the Vitara just because, what the heck, why not? Not too bad on the liveries. We'll go with this one. So, let's get into this. Oh, it's going to be a night race, apparently. But, yeah, let's get into this. And here we are. So it's going to be a night race. No rain, thankfully. So, let's see how well we do. Oh, this thing has a very quiet engine, surprisingly. It sounds a bit quiet. Ooh. Okay, we got a bit of a pileup here. Oh, I remember this track. Yeah, this one had, this one gave me a bit of an issue, if I remember it correctly. Although I believe, yeah, I was using the trophy truck at that point for a run through here. There we go. A little bit of a sideways moment. Oop. Now hopefully we can catch up to that leader. We have 3 more laps, not including this one. So we got to get around Romero here. Been playing a little bit of TXR3, so I gotta remember I have much shorter gear ratios. So yeah, definitely got to get my head into the game here. So I'm thinking that my gearing's a lot longer than it actually is. Because it's like I only get, what, an extra 20 kilometers in a gear, so... yeah, definitely have some very short gear ratios. Let's see if we can get a bit of a dive bomb here. Oop, didn't mean to cut him off, though. So yeah, in terms of the vehicle, not too bad. Just gotta see if we can catch this electric truck here. Yeah, I just wish I can go over that jump just a bit quicker, but doesn't seem like I can. Got this and one more lap. Don't know if I can get to him, though. I think he's getting a better drive than me. But I'm not gonna lie, he definitely has better acceleration. Even if I'm getting the gears spot on, he's definitely pulling away a little bit. So I'm just trying to gain through the corners. This is my last shot. If I can get him here. I'll cheese it. There we go. Now let's just keep him behind us, and we should be fine for the rest of the race. Off the jump for the final time. Well, that jump. And the big jump here. There we go. And across the line. That's one done. And that was the first attempt too. So that's a bonus. I was actually kind of thinking that that would take more than one try, considering I'm not very good at this layout. So there we go. And we're also going to get a level up, because we're level 31 right at the end. So let's see, what do we get? We got the Hilux, we got a livery for the Evo 6, and that's it. We definitely don't get the track because we've already done it. So we got 131,000 points for that, and we're halfway through level 32. On to our next event. Okay, our next event should be the checkpoint race. Indeed it is. So let's see, what vehicles do we have? Ah, these ones again. So we've used the Hummer, we used the ASX, we've used the Ranger, the Duster I don't believe we have, the Touareg, and we definitely haven't used that yet, the Navara we haven't, the Hilux we just got, we've used the Bulldog, the Bronco, and the HRX. So, it's between the Duster, the Touareg, Navara, and Hilux. Kind of want to use the Touareg, not gonna lie. Apparently this thing has a V5. That's not very common. That's actually quite interesting. So let's use this one for the interesting choice of engine. There we go. I'm stumbling over my words already. So we got Parker's livery. Not going to use that one. We'll just use the default. So let's get into this. And here we are for our checkpoint race. This is the third try at this, and the first big hill has been deadly, which you will see in the bloopers at the end. So both attempts have not gone well. Okay, actually the second big hill, because this would count as the first one. This hill right here has been very, very deadly. So I'm going to swing way over here and try not to die. There we go. Now the truck is a 5-speed, so don't have a 6th gear. Now let's try not to die here, because all the AI seem to crash here, so there we go. And they all actually went around that checkpoint, so technically they should have all missed it. I had to actually swerve over. But this is the best run we've had so far. Let's see if we can maintain this. In terms of the vehicle, this is the longest I've used it so far, so not bad. I can't verify on the engine with the way it sounds, because I've actually never heard a V5 before. I can't think of any cars where a V5 would be standard off the top of my head. Actually, if anybody knows that, feel free to let me know. I'd actually be interested to find out. That was a very, very terrible turn by me. Under the rock formation. Try to get through there smoothly. Now we just gotta see if we can pass this Bulldog. Oh, back under the rock formation. And now we have a really long straightaway. I'm good with this. Although he's leaving me in the dust. Oh my god. He must have had a really good run through there. I don't know if the guy behind me is actually gaining. Although I'm not particularly gaining on the Bulldog up here. Bring that down. Put in the correct gear, because I was in one gear too high. Excuse me, Lopez. I would very much like to take that position away from you. Or you can be a jerk and cut me off. A little bit bumpy out here. There we go. Squeeze around him. Block him a little bit there so he doesn't take it back. Nice. And if I remember correctly, this is a jump. Yep, excuse me. So I remember going off of this. There we go. Oh, that's a heck of a jump. Good landing. And across the line. Third time's the charm. So we only beat him by pretty much 7/10ths of a second. There we go. Not hundredths, what am I thinking? But there we go. That was a relatively easy victory this time. Just have to get around him. But there we go. Now, do we get anything? We got the layout, and that's it. Okay, so 141,000 points for that, and on to our next event, which I do believe is an elimination. Okay, so on to our next event, and yes, it is an elimination. Thought so. So we got the speed cross cars this time. which I'm very glad to have. So now we can use the Subaru, because we haven't used it yet. We still don't have the Fiesta, dang. But I have been really wanting to use this WRX, so let's grab that. So we've got that livery, we have this one here. Actually, that looks really good. I really do like that livery. And we have James's livery. Not going to use that one. I'll just go with the default. So 580 horsepower, all-wheel drive WRX. Let's get into this. And here we are at our elimination event. Now, I don't believe we've done this layout before. I could be wrong. Oh, this thing doesn't sound so bad. Oh, wow, the acceleration on this thing. Damn, just going through the gears. Ooh. Doesn't sound too bad either. Ooh. Okay, don't know why you guys are slowing down so much. You can go a hell of a lot quicker than that. Excuse me. Actually, maybe we have done this layout. I don't know, it seems a bit familiar, but I could be wrong. Excuse me. Coming through, bring it down here. There we go. Oop, bit of a wall tap. At least we're in the lead for now. And that's one lap done. Don't know how many we're going to end up doing around here. Definitely going to slow it down, but I'm not going to go as slow as them because they're absolutely stupid for going that slow. At least I know I can make up a bit of time through that section. Swing it wide, cut it back, there we go. That was a very good section. Actually, that was a very sweet, good section. Oh my god. That was smooth as hell. Smooth as silk, actually. That's a proper way to put that. There we go. Don't cut that too much. That's lap 2 done. And we have a decent lead. Okay, so I want 4th gear through there. And just slide into this one. Bring it down. There we go. And do this again for the next... Ooh, definitely out of shape through there. Okay, too much of a show off through that section this time. Oh well, thought I could do it again. I guess it was a one-time thing, who knows. There we go, that's lap 3. And we still have 3 other cars besides us in the race. So, still got a decent amount of time to the race to go. Ooh, there we go. Don't cut that too much. Good. Nice and smooth through there. I think so far that's been my favorite corner as well to get right. As well as that section when it absolutely goes spot on, as it just did. Okay, I'm definitely really quick through this, well, for this layout of the track, compared to the AI. Just leaving them in the dust. I don't know if it's the fact that the way I'm driving around here, or if it's the actual car itself that's a lot better compared to the AI, but I would like to think that my line is also a very good line to take around here, but I could be wrong. At least my gearing has been proper throughout this entire race. Well, for the most part. There we go. Good slide through there. Definitely going to get a lot of show-off points for this race. I'm doing a lot of sliding. Bring it back down. And squeeze through there for the final time. So I'm pretty certain this is going to be our final lap. Yep, there we go. He's about to be eliminated, and he is. First position. One try, one victory. So there we go. Surprised the Veloster didn't do as well. At least they got second place, actually. Tell a lie. Although I was kind of thinking he'd be maybe a bit lower on the chart, considering when we used the Veloster, it was a lot more of a point and squirt car. It wasn't very good through the corners. But, oh well. Did we get anything for this run? Oh, there we go. There's the Ford Fiesta. A livery for the 131, and that's it. So we have been on this track before. I stand corrected. So 166,000 points for that. The show-off points, as I'm calling them. 45,000 points, my god. Anyway, let's move on to our smash-up event, shall we? Okay, so our next event should be the smash-up. Indeed it is. So let's see, what do we have to choose from this time? These vehicles again. So we used the Touareg last time, so you know what? I think I want to use the Duster. Because I'm looking at that Navara. Actually, maybe the Navara would be a better choice. Just because it's got a little bit less power. Just for the fact that it might be easier to control and actually fit through the gates. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Navara. If I have to come back and switch, I will. But we'll just go with this one for now. No other liveries, but what else do we have? That's not too bad. That's okay. That's okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't like the way that one looks. It looks kind of weird to me. Too much white. That's probably it. But anyway, let's use the standard livery, because that's all we have. And it's not raining, thank God. So let's get into this. And here we are for our smash-up event. So we have to beat a 50-second .398, so basically a 50.4. Now this will be my second try. I got to the end of the straight and I couldn't see the corner because of the signs, or the gates rather, and I just smacked into the wall head on, so definitely gonna have to take that into consideration this time. I'd rather not do that again for a second time. But this thing definitely has some very, very short gear ratios. Yeah, here we go. Not gonna make that mistake again. There we go. Okay, maybe having the less power actually is proving to be kind of a good thing, actually, funny enough. Oh, well, tell a lie, there we go, there's my first mistake. Now hopefully that doesn't cost me the entire run. Good, we can't take the inside line. Okay, guess not. Okay, this is a very weird line as well, and that's all out of shape. Cross the line. That was a terrible run on my part, but we still beat it by like 3 seconds, I do believe. Yeah, 3 seconds. That was a very terrible run, and you can all say that in the comments, because I will wholeheartedly agree with you all. And I still beat him by 3 seconds. And he was also using the Navara, wow. Anyway, let's see if we get anything new. 122,000 points, we got the 22D. The livery for, actually I didn't get to see that, that went quickly. But what the heck is a 222D? I've never heard of that vehicle before, but we're level 34 anyway. So let's move on to the final thing, which is that championship. Let's go. Okay, so our last and final thing to do is this championship with Extreme Class B Racing category. So let's see, what do we have? Well, we've used that Porsche. We used the Stratos. I do believe, yeah, we have used the 037. We haven't used the Maxi Turbo yet. The RS200 we haven't used yet either. That's so tempting. And we have used this Porsche as well. So we've used everything here except for these two. I think I'm going to go with the RS200. Just because of how good the RS200 in general is. So you know what? Yeah, go with this. No liveries, but this is the livery it came with when when it actually competed in real life. So And here we are for our first event here in the championship. So it's a time attack, and we have to beat a 3-minute 7.94. Now this will be my second try at this. I definitely redo. And here we are for our first event here in redo. And here we are for our first event for the championship. It is a time attack, and we have to beat a 3-minute 7.94. Now, this will be my second try at this. I was actually 3 seconds behind on my first run. I had a very clean run. I didn't really hit anything. And I'm very surprised that I was 3 seconds behind, but I did go through the car settings. I did increase the top speed just a little bit, because I was only topping out at like 220 kilometers an hour, and I'm pretty certain whoever's in first place there can go a lot quicker than that. So I boosted that a little bit. But other than that, this car is very quick in both acceleration and cornering. So hopefully, by increasing the gear ratios, I'm not screwed over as hard. Now it does only have 5 gears, which, for what this car is, I'm not too surprised. So hopefully this goes a lot quicker than, a lot smoother than the last run. But yeah, overall, I really do like this layout for the track. It's a very fast and quick layout. It definitely has some low-speed corners here and there, but for the most part, it's a lot of flat out and just boot it and go. So hopefully having a little bit of a longer gear ratio will help, and I do believe I have a longer gear ratio unless I've accidentally shortened it. I hope I didn't shorten it by accident, because that would cost me quite a bit here. So let's see if we can get through this section relatively good. A little bit of a hard bump there. So we're going to go this way. Don't want to go wide. Last time I went through there, I went quite wide, so I'd rather not do that for a second time. Yeah, it definitely seems like I've shortened the gear ratios. Well, actually, no, I'm going the exact same speed. Okay, maybe not. So I don't know what that's about. I thought I increased the final drive to give me a little bit more top speed, but I guess not. Oop. All out of shape through there. Hopefully that doesn't cost me the run. We'll go off of this jump here. Actually, can we squeeze through there? Yes, we can. I'd rather not get too much hang time, because that's actually costing me speed. So we'll go into the mine. Now, if anybody sees any gold in the walls, let me know. I could use a little bit of money. I'm a little bit broke. So, yeah, that would be very helpful. Let me know. Now, I do believe we're going down here this time, indeed. I do remember where I am on the track. Now, as much as this looks like a very large jump, it really isn't. There we go. And we're really bouncing off the limiter now. 230. That's as quick as I've actually got this thing to go, that I've noticed. I probably went around that speed as well through that section. I just wasn't paying attention. But I think we're on for a okay time. We're gonna be kind of close, though. That was a good jump. So there's the finish line down here. I do believe we have it. Indeed we do. Cross the line. Don't know where my car is. Okay, so apparently I drive a ghost car. It's the invisible boatmobile. But anyway, we beat it by 2.8 seconds. There we go. Suck on that, you Renault. But anyway, 25 points for that. Did we get anything for this? No, we did not. I thought we would at least get the track layout, but I guess we've done this before? I don't think we have. But anyway, let's move on to the second event, shall we? And And here we are for our second event. So this will be the upteenth try at this. So there's going to be quite a few bloopers at the end. Some of them, well, probably not going to show quite a few of them because they're not really that amusing. But there's still going to be quite a few bloopers at the end, so you can all look forward to that. Now, both the last attempt and the attempt previous, I basically got to the end and then went head-on into a tree. I went one way and I couldn't see where I was going, so I smacked into a tree, and the other way had a little bit of a jump that I wasn't expecting, and I carried a bit too much momentum and smacked into a tree nonetheless. So, yeah, this race has been basically a bit of an annoyance, and it's only been happening at pretty much the end of the race. So, that wasn't also a very smooth jump, so that costed me a bit of time. But I do have a particular part of the track that I've been getting ahead of first place relatively easily. So, and I believe it's right up here. Indeed it is. So we're going to go this way. He's going to take a little bit of a wide line. I'm going to cut that a little bit, and there we go. So now we have first place. Now let's see if we can hold it all the way to the end. Hopefully we can. Well, there's a decent jump. Bit of a hard landing, but can't do much about that. Now this corner caught me out on one of my attempts, so I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna bring it down. There we go. And I have actually a much larger gap than I did the previous attempts compared to second place. I don't know if he messed up. Don't want to cut that too much. That'll send me all out of shape through that section. There we go. Now, I don't know if these would be considered hills or sand dunes. I would think sand dunes, but I could be wrong. But if anybody actually knows if they would be considered sand dunes, let me know. Because I'll start saying that instead of just constantly calling them hills when they're not. But he seems to be gaining me, looking at the, or gaining on me, looking at the mini-map. Definitely don't have as large of a lead. Also, this jump isn't too bad. So here we go. There we go. Decent jump. Bit of a hard landing. Now, this next little bit, hopefully I don't mess it up. Because there is a little bit of a jump, and then it's an abrupt turn, so I can hit the brakes early on this one. That's why. Even then, I swung out really wide, and that was quite early on the brakes. Now, this is the section that keeps catching me out. This forest. Because I cannot see for the life of me where I'm going. So, not going to get caught out by the jump here this time. There we go. Am I going this way? I think I'm going this way. I genuinely cannot see where I'm going. I am completely and utterly blind through there. But at least I came ahead of him, so... Oh well, we keep our lead here. There we go. Almost hit the median there. My god. That could have costed me the entire run again. But this time we actually managed to complete it. That forest section at night, that's terrible. You cannot see where you're going. Like, everything is just a blur to me. But I don't know how you on YouTube will end up seeing that. I don't know if you guys can see better than me. But anyway, we still actually beat him by 3 seconds. I'm surprised. But anyway, we're up to 50 points. So, did we get anything? We unlocked the Celica Turbo 4-wheel drive, a livery for the Duster, and that's it. So, on to our next race. And here we are at our third event. So, it's just a normal checkpoint race, just like the previous one. So, at least this time it's in daytime. So, I'm not going to be driving blind. So, let's see how this goes. Not a bad launch this time from me. Now, I don't know if we've done this layout. think we have, because I don't remember going through water this early in Namibia. So I do believe this is a first through here. And there's a helicopter. Hopefully this time he doesn't do a maneuver that would break his tail off. So, let's see if we can pass Morris relatively quickly. Got a heck of a run on him. There we go. Oh yeah, definite good run on him. That was a very quick pass. Oop, little bit of a bump there. Bring it down. There we go. But I don't want to bring it down too much and cost myself too much time. There we go. Now we got a bit of a jump here. There we go. And a relatively smooth landing that time. Another jump. Now I'm avoiding these jumps because I'd rather not get too much airtime. Now we gotta go through this section again, but at least this time we can see where we're going, so at least I have a general idea now of where to go so I don't die. There we go. Nice and smooth through there. See, it's a lot easier when you can actually, see where you're going. But we have been through this section before. Actually, I believe we had the, last time I think we went through this section we had the beetle, if I remember correctly. Now, I don't know if this is going to do the same turn as it did with the beetle. No, I don't think. Actually, it might. Because it wasn't this hill, yeah, it was this bankment, and then I believe, yeah, the sudden right. Yeah, so we have done this portion. I don't remember the water at the beginning, but this little bit I do remember. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a big jump here, was there not? I think it's this one right here. Yep, here we go. And away we go. There we go. Actually, considering that jump, that was a lot smoother and a lot softer of a landing than I thought I would get. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Bring it down, go through this checkpoint. There we go. Oh, we're already done the race. That was a very quick run. That was a very quick 3 minutes and across the line. First attempt, and we absolutely left them behind. My God. So how much do we beat him by? Just gotta sit here a moment and see if he crosses the line. There we go. 8.7 seconds. Damn. We got a really good run out of all that. But anyway, let's move on. See what we get. Event 3 out of 3. So that was our last run. I was wondering about that. I didn't know if there was a fourth race, but there we go. 3 out of 3. We are the championship winner. So, 75 out of 75, clean sweep. So what do we get? Level 36, the GT86, a livery for the Astra, the Touareg, the Cayenne, and we got the Namibia track, Among the Dunes track layout, and that's it. So we got one new car, a couple liveries, and 2 new tracks. So, there we go. Now, I don't know why my car is spitting fire out, but I guess that means it's doing its next mixtape. But anyway, let's wrap this up, shall we? And there we go. 15 out of 15 stars, all the events completed. So this will be a little bit of a longer episode, I do believe. I don't actually have my timer with me because I genuinely don't actually need a timer. So there we go, 3 out of 3, or 3 stars for each. And that's that. So next episode, we'll take care of episode 11 here. So it's going to be a little bit shorter. We only have 3 events here. And a championship. So actually, it might be still a decently length episode. But with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye. So it's only a 5 speed. That's good to know. Oh, jeez. And we're dead. We are so dead after that. Let's see if we can recover this. Let's not kill anybody here this time. Oh, Jesus. I cannot see where I'm going. What the hell, buddy? Okay, then. There's another blooper. Anyway, let's see if we can recover this. So we're going this way now, apparently. Ooh, definitely out of shape through there. Out of shape. Got it. That was... What the hell? Okay, that was cool. That was cool, but that completely costed me the race. Oh, that's a redo.